am standing here dressed in black today in memory and as a tribute to my border collie Tryphon. He died yesterday at the age of 16 years and 4 months. I had to make the very hard decision that every pet owner dreads, to have to put him to sleep. It was not an easy decision, but I knew that the time had come and I need to release him from this world. I was very lucky in that I have a vet who comes to my house, and she came down and I had Tryphon's head in my lap and I told him how much I loved him and thanked him for all the years that we'd been together. He passed away very peacefully. What I find so hard to understand is the large number of people, and I've spoken to many vets about this, the people who go into a vet, hand over their pet, the so-called beloved pet, and walk away saying, "I can't be there, you must do it." The vet then has to try and calm down an animal that's already stressed by being at the vet and then euthanize it. How hard is that for a vet to do? I think if an animal has given you so much love over the years, the least you can do is be there when that pet passes over. If you're lucky enough, like I am, to have a vet that will come to your house, that's wonderful. But if you have to go to the vet, go in and be with your animal when it takes its final breath. It's the least that you can do for that animal. The other very hard thing is the number of people who don't understand the grief that owners go through when losing a pet. You get the people who aren't really pet lovers themselves, who will come across you and you say, "I'm mourning my animal," and they'll say, "Oh, it was only an animal, it was only a dog, get over it." That's all very well to say, but for some people you can't get over it that easily. It takes a very long time. There have even been studies done that say that many people find that losing a pet is harder than losing a family member. Now, I do know some people have lost spouses and children, and that is dreadful, and you never get over that. But losing a pet to some people is just as bad as losing a family member. And I think about all the people who aren't married, who don't have children or spouses or anybody else in their life. These animals are the life. And so losing that animal can be equated to losing a family member. So if you know somebody who's grieving for the loss of a pet, don't just be flippant with them and say, "Oh, get over it, it was just an animal." Be caring and understand what that person is going through. I have also found, when I put on a little tribute on Facebook, just what outpouring was there from the people towards my grief on the loss of Tryphon. I could not believe the amount of people who wrote sending me love, wishes, kind words, poems. It was really, really heartwarming. I belong to a Facebook group and I received hundreds, and I mean hundreds of emojis and SMSs and love and poems from people all over the world that I have never met, but they took the time and effort to write to me, to send me their love and knowing what I was going through. Sometimes Facebook can be really, really lovely. So what I'm trying to say is, grief is a hard thing to come by. I'm finding it very hard to stand here and talk to you about losing a beloved pet. But what I'm trying to say is, if you do have to make the choice of putting your beloved pet to sleep, be there with them. They need that final release, knowing that it's come from their owner and not from a vet who's just trying to do their job. And also, if you know someone who's grieving, be there for them. They are going through a very hard time, and they need your love and support. And for that, and for all the people who've given me love and support, I'm eternally grateful.